Good evening. My name is Bill Dean. I'm the Executive Vice President of the Texas Tech Alumni Association. And on behalf of the association and Texas Tech University, we'd like to welcome you to this ring ceremony. Especially, we'd like to welcome the guests, the parents, friends of the individuals who are going to receive rings tonight. This is a tradition that has really grown at Texas Tech. We hope it's an experience that you will remember for a long, long time. We're celebrating your academic achievement at Texas Tech. But also, I think we're celebrating many other things. The experiences and the relationships that you've developed while you've been on this campus. In the East Courtyard, I'm sure you've noticed a replica of the ring. I'm sure some of you probably already had a photograph made there, or may have one after this is over with. There have been some memorable things that have happened while you've been on this campus. And in the future, when you look at this ring, it will mean more than just a ring. It will mean the experiences that you had on our campus. We're experiencing, and that could be a variety of things. It could be the friends that you've made, the relationships that you've made, memorable moments, maybe even a professor who caused you to stretch a little bit further than you thought you could. Maybe it will be an event like the Carol of Lights that's coming up right after the holidays, or seeing the Will Rogers statue wrapped in red on Friday of game days. Texas Tech, while you've been here, has experienced some unprecedented growth. We've been named a National Research University, which not only means an additional $8 or $9 million a year, but also enhances the value of the diploma that you're going to receive when you graduate. There's a lot of changes, construction changes on our campus. While you've been here, we've spent $188 million in new construction, the latest of which is a petroleum engineering building that will be open very shortly, $23 million, plus the fact that you probably noticed another residence hall that's going up to the tune of about $52, $53 million. There have been changes. Dr. Dwayne Nellis was named president of our university this spring, or last summer actually, and he is serving as his first full term as our president. Chancellor Hance announced that he had achieved the goal of reaching a $1 billion capital fund drive, and he's also announced his retirement. I guess he felt like once he raised the $1 billion, it was time to step down. Texas Tech is once again named the best in the West by the Princeton Review. Texas Tech was the highest-ranking Big 12 member institution in Sierra Magazine's list of cool schools, which rates universities on their overall sustainability record. CareerList.com ranked the university third nationally for having the happiest employees. The university ranked 28th out of 875 institutions on the Affordable Colleges with High Returns by the AffordableCollege.com online. Texas Tech has reached over 33,000 enrollees. That's the first time in our history. That happened this fall. And it maintains our course of trying to reach a goal of 40,000 by the year 2020. We've had some ups and downs in athletics. But there is a lot of excitement, I think, surrounding our new football coach, Cliff Kingsbury, who was Texas Tech's second all-time leading passer as an undergraduate. He's the youngest coach in the BCS college ranks, and we expect great things. Coach Tubby Smith has made his debut as our head basketball coach. He's the 16th coach in our history. He has a record of 511 wins and 266 losses. He's taken his teams to the NCAA tournament 19 out of the 22 years that he's coached. He has his work cut out for him here. But we again are optimistic. Coach Candy Whitaker is a 2-year letter winner at Texas Tech. She was point guard on a pair of 2 Sweet 16 teams, and she returns to her alma mater to become the 6th head basketball coach in Lady Raider history. Undefeated Red Raider senior Kennedy Kathuka has earned his second Big 12 cross-country title later, Efi Okafor was named the NCAA Woman of the Year. So there have been some, as I say, there have been some ups and downs in athletics. All of this is part of the college experience. 1998, the Student Alumni Board, who greeted you as you came in and are basically the host and hostesses of this event, conducted a in-depth study among our students to see if Texas Tech students would embrace a single ring tradition. And the results were, yes, we would. So along with other students, they sat down and designed the ring that you're going to receive tonight that will be described to you as the program unfurls here. You had to have 75 hours to qualify to wear this ring. We would ask that you wear the ring with the double T facing inward when you put it on. And on graduation day, President Nellis will invite you to turn the tassels on your mortarboard and turn the ring where the double T is in facing outward as an indication that you are a graduate of Texas Tech University. The National Board of the Texas Tech Alumni Association will make you automatically a member when you graduate for a year of our Alumni Association. If you've already joined the association, they'll extend that for an additional year. Your membership in the Alumni Association is critical. This is the one way that you can keep up with what's going on in Texas Tech on a regular basis. Our magazine is published 6 times a year. We have a monthly e-newsletter that's sent to over 60,000 people that we have registered email addresses for. A quick way to find out and keep up with what's going on. And we'd encourage you to get involved in the Alumni Association. Wherever you go, there's probably Texas Tech alumni. It's a great networking opportunity. We'd encourage you to get involved in a variety of ways in supporting our university. It's not just all financial. Sometimes it's just a matter of standing up and putting in a good word for your alma mater, wherever you go and wherever your career takes you. So we'd encourage you to make good use of the exclusive benefits that more than 27,000 other alumni are participating in. Now let me introduce the participants in our program tonight. Texas Tech President Dwayne Nellis will present you with your ring as you come across the stage. We ask that you hold that ring until all have received it, so we can all put them on at the same time. Robert Wernsman from the College of Media and Communications will read your name as you walk across the stage. Dr. Jim Brink, a longtime history professor and a professor in the Honors College, will take you on kind of a guided tour of the ring once everyone has received their rings. Alice Herrera, the Student Alumni Board representative, will give you a scroll as you leave the stage. You'll also be directed to sign our register, the register book that every student has signed who has participated in these ceremonies in the past. Sarah D'Agostani of the Texas Tech Federal Credit Union, to my right, will also present you with a replica class ring paperweight. We appreciate the participation of the Texas Tech Federal Credit Union. They're one of the sponsors of this event. They've done this for a number of years, and we really do appreciate their presence and their participation. We have a saddle tramp on stage, Anthony Rodriguez. His role will be explained later. And let me introduce you to members of our marketing staff, Mandy Wiley, our Director of Affinity Merchandise, Brent Ross, our Associate Vice President for Marketing and Communications, Lisa Lowe, who is Director of Multimedia Communications, Laura Bixler, Coordinator of Marketing, Public Relations, and Membership. At the back is the very back of the room, hold up your hand, Tim, is Tim Shore. Tim is the collegiate representative for the Balfour Company. The Balfour Company made your ring. We want you to be absolutely satisfied with this ring, 100%. So Tim will be up here when the ceremony concludes tonight. If you have any concern, any question, please come up and talk to Tim about that. And Ms. D'Agostani will also be up here to my right again to discuss any of you that are interested in more information about the Federal Credit Union. Grad Images will take a picture of you as you receive the ring. and get it from President Ellis. They also will be in the Grand Hall, and they'll be out by the ring to take pictures when the ceremony is over. The La Ventana Yearbook is one of Tech's oldest traditions, dating back to 1925. The representatives from La Ventana are in the Grand Hall, and if you have not purchased a yearbook and are interested, they'll be more than happy to accommodate you. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce Dr. Nellis to you. Dr. Nellis came to us from the University of Idaho, where he'd been president for 3 years. He came to Idaho from Kansas State University, where he'd been the chief academic officer and provost of that university, and he came to Kansas State from West Virginia. We're very excited that he's agreed to participate in this program tonight. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Dr. Dwayne Nellis.
Well, good evening, everyone. It really is a pleasure to be part of my first ring ceremony here at Texas Tech University. I'm very honored to be with all of you as you receive your rings tonight, and as part of this very special tradition that is Texas Tech University. I wanted to mention a few other highlights that Bill mentioned a number of things, but I just heard today that our livestock judging team won its third in a row national championship this last weekend, beating out Texas A&M and Oklahoma State. How about that? And also our soccer team. The women's soccer team won their first NCAA match against Minnesota, 3-0 this last Friday evening, and they're going on. They're going to play again the Aggies, Texas A&M, but they're going to play them in the University of North Carolina Chapel Hill campus this coming weekend. And again, they're in the NCAA tournament, doing a great job. They're a top 20 soccer team. We're very proud of them. And I also wanted to mention about our faculty. And you students that are here tonight, you have experienced our faculty. I've put our faculty here at Texas Tech up against any in the nation. They're here because they love Texas Tech University. They're committed to your success, and I think they're doing a wonderful job. This year, we had 10 faculty win Fulbright scholarships. Very competitive. 10 of our faculty. We just found out from the Fulbright Commission that we tied Ohio State University and the University of Illinois for number 1 in the nation as far as Fulbright scholarships. Tonight, this ring ceremony is an opportunity to reflect on your achievement, each of you students, where you're at in your program as you move towards completion of your degree here at Texas Tech University, on your success, your many hours spent studying and researching, and your commitment to Texas Tech University, on building lifetime friendships. Because as you reflect back on your time here at Texas Tech, the friendships you've made here will carry through your lifetime, not only with fellow students, but also with the faculty and the staff that you've come to know as part of the Texas Tech Red Raider family. One of the things I've come to know in the last almost 6 months that I've been president here at Texas Tech is it truly is a family atmosphere, a Red Raider family. And it's something that's very special and unique to Texas Tech University. And this ring that you will receive tonight will remind you of how special this place is as you reflect back often and fondly. I believe you'll reflect back fondly of this time here at Texas Tech University. Again, we're very proud of each of you. This is a great opportunity for all of us to get together and celebrate those being recognized tonight. It's a tradition that once thrived back in the 1950s, and we reinvigorated it back in the 1990s, and we continue that great tradition here at Texas Tech University, the ring ceremony. You should feel honored to be part of this very special ceremony. It's an honor to be here today and to be able to be part of this special occasion. For some, this ring may represent the closing of a chapter in your life as you move towards that degree completion. But for all, we hope that it will serve as a constant reminder of how special it is to be part of Texas Tech University. Thank you all for your dedication, your hard work, and the countless hours you've served as ambassadors for our institution. Because as we recruit other students, they often talk to our current students about the type of experience you've had. And you've been great ambassadors as we continue to grow Texas Tech University to record levels. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves again. I congratulate you on your accomplishments. I wish each of you the best of luck. I look forward to presenting the ring to you. And guns up! Now we can commence the ring ceremony.
Charles Allen, Gonzales, Louisiana. Kelsey Angel, Broomfield, Colorado. Judith Avila, Eagle Pass, Texas. Angela Barrera, Rio Grande City, Texas. Shannon Martin, San Antonio, Texas. Joshua Baskin, Pflugerville, Texas. Ashley Bender, Pflugerville, Texas. Chauncey Best, Arlington, Texas. Connor Blanton, Brock, Texas. Caitlin Bonnell, Fort Worth, Texas. Sarah Borden, Rung, Texas. Sabrina Boss, Allen, Texas. Brian Brandon, Lubbock, Texas. Natalie Brown, Canyon, Texas. Tyler Brown, Missouri City, Texas. Ryan Burton, Rock, Texas. Everett Berg, Houston, Texas. Megan Campbell, McKinney, Texas. Peyton Carruthers, Early, Texas. Brandon Cavazos, San Antonio, Texas. Maria Cavazos, Rawls, Texas. Christopher Cazorla, Plano, Texas. Stacy Cavarria, Euless, Texas. Nicole Cheatham, Aledo, Texas. Jacqueline Choi, Carrollton, Texas. Jonathan Clark, Dumas, Texas. Hannah Clegg, Kingwood, Texas. Emily Calorute, Ran, Saudi Arabia. Courtney Connaughton, Triangle, Virginia. Zachary Cruz, Houston. Chris Cunningham, Fairview, Texas. Kayla Curry, Flower Mound, Texas. Kristen Curtin, Windors, Texas. Jordan Daniels, Bridgeport, Texas. Jesse John Davia, Del Rio, Texas. Caitlin Caitlin DeWolf, Wichita Falls, Texas. Ashley Dixon, Del Rio, Texas. Andrew Doak, Austin, Texas. Casey Douglas, Limberley, Texas. Kelsey Dvorak, Keller, Texas. Hannah Eason, Amarillo, Texas. Kevin Eaton, McKinney, Texas. Charles Emke, Haltom City, Texas. Eric Irwin, Blooming Grove, Texas. Lily Espinoza, Fort Worth, Texas. David Esquivel, Lubbock, Texas. Leah Falcon, Bolton, Texas. Scott Fisher, Houston. Dax Flightman, Lindsay, Texas. Connie Flores, Lubbock. Shannon Foster, Cameron, Texas. Kyle Fox, Lubbock, Texas. Gerald Fragoso, Dallas, Texas. Armelinda Garcia, Eagle Pass, Texas. Matthew Garcia, Frisco, Texas. John George, Fort Worth, Texas. Gilmaro Gomez, Fort Worth, Texas. Julio Gonzalez, San Antonio. Tyler Goodman, Tomball, Texas. Veronica Green, Lubbock, Texas. Andrea Gutierrez, Plano, Texas. Alex Habib, Dallas, Texas. Trevor Parnell, San Antonio. Corey Hamill, San Antonio. Dominique Hammond, Edmond, Oklahoma. Robert Harden, Fort Worth, Texas. Natalie Head, Muleshoe, Texas. Paige Hendrick, Arlington, Texas. Myra Hernandez, Groover, Texas. Caroline Herrera, New Braunfels, Texas. Melissa Heron, Houston, Texas. Brittany Herring, Sonora, Texas. Catherine Hyatt, Franklin, Texas. Wallace Hood, Arlington, Texas. Marika Houston, College Station. Sam Hudson, Arlington, Texas. Gina Ice, Abilene, Texas. Jefferson English, Katy, Texas. Justin Haramo, Austin, Texas. Teresa Jarinko, Hurst, Texas. Kelly Jones, Grapevine, Texas. Jason Judd, Fort Worth. Billy Keeling, Henderson, Texas. You're too young for a ring. Kyle Kirkland, Plano, Texas. Matthew Creel, Flower Mound, Texas. Ryan Lauer, Montgomery, Texas. Gordon Lejean, Thibodaux, Louisiana. Austin Lemke, Dallas, Texas. Taylor Lensmeyer, Gunter, Texas. Thomas Lewandowski, Spring, Texas. Jacqueline Lingo, Mesquite, Texas. Brian Lindsay, Midland, Texas. Madeline Livergood, Cypress, Texas. Jonathan Lloyd, Carrollton, Texas. Brittany Long, Frisco, Texas. Andy Lopez, Lubbock, Texas. Taylor Love, Sugar Land, Texas. Jeffrey Mabee, Midland, Texas. Austin Marshall, Haskell, Texas. Cindy Martinez, Lubbock, Texas. Jonathan Martinez, Fort Stockton, Texas. William Martinez, Wolford, Texas. Yolanda Martinez, Dudley, Texas. Yvette Martinez, Mesquite, Texas. Colleen McCartney, Burleson, Texas. Brianne McDaniel, Houston, Texas. Daniel McGraw, Midland, Texas. Cesaro Melendez, Welch, Texas. Austin Melton, Corsicana, Texas. Corey Metcalf, Odessa, Texas. Ashley McNulty, Merton, Texas. Jessica Mickey, Victoria, Texas. LaDonna Miles, Shallowater, Texas. Justin Miller, Stephenville, Texas. Katie Miller, Irving, Texas. Joseph Miniar, Burleson, Texas. Tiffany Montemayor, Corpus Christi, Texas. Meredith Mormon, McKinney, Texas. Emily Moreno, Laredo, Texas. Austin Mounts, Merkel, Texas. Gabriel Namzidek, Sugar Land, Texas. Kyle Nelson, Houston. Christina Oaks, Abilene, Texas. Jared Olafson, Houston, Texas. Drew Olafson, Indianapolis, Indiana. Victoria Olson, Dallas, Texas. Corey Ortiz, El Paso, Texas. Jacob Pacheco, Pleasanton, Texas. Katie Tinker, Fort Worth, Texas. Kristen Perez, Kingwood, Texas. Gary Fritzer, Ballinger, Texas. Juan Quintana, Arlington, Texas. Allison Roche, Spring, Texas. Joshua Rodriguez, Lubbock, Texas. Meredith Rogers, New Braunfels, Texas. Ashley Ross, Graham, Texas. Shannon Ruddy, Austin, Texas. Cynthia Sacco, Fort Worth, Texas. Zachary Salinas, Lubbock, Texas. David Samaniego, San Antonio, Texas. Marina San Miguel, Goliad, Texas. Jordan Scruggs, Houston, Texas. Elizabeth Sewell, Lubbock, Texas. Dustin Short, Austin, Texas. Clayton Sievers, Arlington, Texas. Ladarius Slider, Garland, Texas. Gerard Smith, Houston. Stormy Smith, Big Spring, Texas. Jesus Solis, Rio Grande City. Vanessa Solis, Barr, Texas. Sarah Steindl, Spring, Texas. Brad Canner, Whiteface, Texas. You all calm down. They can't sign fast enough. So, in the meantime, you're on this one. Jessica T., Fort Worth, Texas. Vance Thompson, San Antonio, Texas. Tammy Torres, Jordanton, Texas. Monty Trimble, Pampa, Texas. Colton Trostler, Wiley, Texas. Jordan Twizan, Alberta, Canada. Amy Urban, Giddings, Texas. Scott Vidala, Salina, Texas. Kristen Valenzuela, Houston, Texas. Mason Villarreal, Houston, Texas. Roxanne Wagoneer, Kingwood, Texas. Allison Walls, Wichita Falls. Sarah Warzeka, Pueblo, Texas. Zachary Wesley, Crandall, Texas. Brooklyn Whitty, Fort Worth, Texas. Mary Bullshog, Waco, Texas. Devin Worcester, Troy, Texas. Brandon Yee, Fort Worth, Texas. Christine Zachman, Richmond, Texas. Leslie Ballestro, Winnie, Texas. Courtney King, Fort Worth, Texas. Tyler Williams, Ozona, Texas. Bernice Urista, Wichita Falls, Texas. Randy Demo, Denver City, Texas. And now, one last official bit of duty I have before sitting down is introducing again our president, who now will have his own ring, M. Dwayne Nellis.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm going to take a line from Rip Torn in Men in Black. It's time to put on the last undergraduate college ring you'll ever wear. But don't put it on just yet. Just wait just a few minutes. Your official class ring is the portable universal symbol of academic achievement at Texas Tech. And all of us up here, congratulations. The Texas Tech University official class ring has several symbols itself, which we thought you might be curious about. And so, in case you ever find yourself in a bar and somebody says, "Hey, what's that?" So I'd like to be your, no, I didn't mean that about the bar. Church, yeah. So I'd like to be your tour guide a little bit around your ring and just spend a few minutes telling you about what you will soon proudly wear and show to the world. Please follow along holding your rings, and the audience can refer to that up back there. There's a screen back there. So let's start with the top. That's no mystery. The Double T is our brand, which we display on so much of our athletic equipment and window decals, and the several signs and buildings around campus, and on a lot of our personal wear. But did you know it was quite a struggle to keep that double T? In fact, when Texas Technological College, founded in 1923, as you can see on the top, grew into a university, there was a good deal of debate over what to call ourselves. For 5 often heated years, from 1964 to 1969, the sides formed with different arguments for a name for our new university. One matter, perhaps dear to your hearts, was decided quickly in 1964. There would be co-ed living facilities in the new dorms. It was the 60s, after all. But the name change controversy raged. The majority of the students and faculty argued for Texas State University, while the Board of Regents and many alumni were vehement in retaining the double T from the Texas technological days. And you know the outcome. Texas Tech University it was, with no period after the H in tech. We invented ourselves using a new word. So as of September 1st, 1969, we're Texas Tech University, known for our double T. Inscribed around the raised double T is our official name, Texas Tech University, with 2 separate stars, let's call them 2 lone stars, and a 1923 date of foundation. So as you look down on the double T now, turn your attention to the left side of the ring. Prominent here is the official seal of the university. Again, there's some controversy here. William Ward Watkin, the Houston and Rice University architect of our first buildings, also designed, along with the always present guidance of our first president, Paul Horn, not only the magnificent structures we began with, but our seal as well in 1924. The seal was unofficially used on our buildings. It's chiseled in stone on the administration building in 2 locations. From that time forward, and on our diplomas beginning in 1948, but was only declared the official seal of the then college by the Board of Regents in 1953. But there's also been controversy surrounding the seal. In May of 2005, not so long ago, the Board of Regents took out the 10 cotton bolts that form a cross on the seal, streamlining our official signal to the world. This caused a storm of protest from students and faculty and individual alumni and even the Alumni Association. The Regents had accepted the advice of a distant marketing firm, which suggested the exclusion in order to present a cleaner, less complicated, or less ambiguous message. The outsourced marketing folks said our cotton bowls looked like acorns, and we sure don't have many oak forests around here to celebrate. But such was the objection to the change that a compromise of sorts resulted. The official seal, the one on the 1972 Big Nickel at the Broadway and University entrance, and the one on your eventual diploma, and the one on your ring, would remain with its cotton bowls. The new shield without the cotton bowls was trotted out to be placed on official stationery and websites and business cards. So, let's examine the seal. I've already mentioned the 10 cotton bowls in the cross pattern. They represent industry, the agricultural staple of our region. Lubbock and the 9 surrounding counties account for as much as 1/4 of all the cotton grown in the United States. Watkin and Horn's design included the patriotic eagle, our national bird, atop the seal. President Horn, who was truly a visionary when it came to our foundation in the early years, selected 5 symbols inside the seal which he believed were the 5 great institutions of a democracy. Cotton bowls equal industry. In the upper left quadrant on the shield is a book representing church. Remember that the word Bible comes from the Greek word for a bound collection of writings, Biblia. In the lower left quadrant is a key symbolizing home. In the upper right quadrant is the star, the symbol for the state. And in the lower right quadrant is the lamp of learning, representing school. So there you have it, industry, church, home, state, and school. Surrounding the seal is the inscription, Texas Tech University, Lubbock, to connect the gown of the university to the town of Lubbock. But there's one more symbol here, and on the right side of your ring as well, a plant, the leaves of the acanthus plant. This is the Acanthus mollis, as you, I'm sure, recognize right away, and not Acanthus spinosus or spiny acanthus. No spines for us, no sharp symbolism. This soft, smooth leaf plant is native to the Mediterranean and has inspired artists and architects for centuries as a symbol for quality, creativity, and longevity. Those characteristics certainly describe your academic career here at Tech. We hope not too much longevity, but nevertheless. The acanthus was used widely by first the Greeks and then the Romans as a decorative feature on their buildings, particularly as part of the capital or top portion of what are known as the Corinthian columns, the last and most decorative of the 3 classical orders of columns. The Renaissance in Europe of the 15th and 16th century represented a rebirth of ancient wisdom and values, and that revival formed the foundation for modern higher education. In architecture, the classical styles of the great urban civilizations of Greece and Rome were incorporated into Renaissance buildings. Suffice to say that the acanthus plant is most appropriate on a ring celebrating higher education. On to the right side of your ring. We've already described the acanthus plant. That sweeps up from the bottom, enfolding the other 2 figures. Lower down is the masked rider. That symbol's no stranger to you, but perhaps you're not aware of its history, although again there was some controversy. Some years ago, the masked rider was no longer allowed to ride full tilt after each football score, but the reins in her or his mouth. But let's remember the origins of this most dramatic and electrifying of college mascots. In 1936, the same year that Arch Lamb founded the Saddle Tramps, as Alex knows. No, not yet. No, Alex, sit down. I'll let you know. Saddle Tramp. I'm just pointing out he's a saddle tramp. At 1936, that was Saddle Tramps were founded. It was a male spirit organization, and at that same year, a Ghost Rider appeared at the beginning of a home football game with the Arizona State Lumberjacks. Resplendent in scarlet and black cape and mask, the riders circled the field at the start of the game on a palomino, and then galloped off to the amazement of the crowd. But it wasn't until 1954, in Tech's appearance in the Gator Bowl, that the late Joe Kirk Fulton, with cape and mask, rode a borrowed black horse into the Gator Bowl stadium to the utter astonishment of the crowd. The football team was evidently inspired by this masked rider, or Red Raider, as Tech went on to pummel Auburn 35-13. And so the tradition was born. To this day, Tech retains the scarlet and black caped masked rider on a black horse, even if that horse and rider have been reined in over the years. Work with me, people. Okay, all right. The administration building is just above the masked rider on the right side of the ring. Our beautiful campus again began thanks to President Paul Horn, who took a very active role in the design of the buildings as well as the curriculum. Along with his architect, William Watkin, they chose to model our campus after the famous Spanish Renaissance buildings, including the Universidad de Alcalá de Henares, located in a city of 200,000 by the same name, some 20 miles north of Madrid. Alcalá has been proud of its university since it was founded in 1499. In much the same way, the city of Lubbock, over 200,000 strong, is justly proud of its university. The Spanish Renaissance architecture of the Alcalá buildings, with their Greek windows and columns and the Doric and Ionic and Corinthian columns that you see around campus with our Roman arches, is our basic design, and visitors continue to rave about our inspiring setting. The East Tower of the administration is featured here. The West Tower houses our 43 hand-cast bells of the Carillon, which entertains us from time to time. The East Tower contains the 2 Victory bells, donated in 1936. The larger one is 900 pounds, the smaller 300, and these peal out our athletic victories and other momentous occasions, such as the ceremony tonight. Following our time here, your very own saddle tramp for the evening, Alex Rodriguez, who is now leaving, will hurry away. To ring the victory bells for each person who receives a ring tonight, including the president. Hearing those bells peal out some important Texas Tech accomplishment should remind you of your investment, and that made for you by others in this room and elsewhere is increasing constantly. The other 2 speakers up here tonight have mentioned a couple of things, and I have to add some to myself. Let's just pause for a second and gauge the worth of your investment. As of last week, the School of Law won its 30th national title in moot court competition. They won the voir dire competition back in March. The College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources has, as of this week, I just changed it, 95 national championships, including the Ranch Horse Team's 4th national championship, the Meat Science Academic Quiz Bowl award in June, the Livestock Judging Team's 9th national title, and the Meat Judging Team's 10th title. The Women's Cross Country Team won the Big 12 title in 2010 while you were here. And we've already mentioned Kennedy Katuka and the other track star, who's an alumna now, Ifitu Okafor, who have done outstanding work both in the classroom and in their distance running. The women's tennis team won the Big 12 title. The Texas Tech debate team won 2 national championships in 2010. And last spring, the chess team took the national championship for the 2nd year in a row. In February, the financial planning team won the national championship. And let's not neglect the folks who worked tirelessly to make our beautiful campus a comfortable and inspiring place to live and work. The physical plant received the Award for Excellence in August from its 7,000 member institutions. This next to the last one, though, I don't much like, but we edged out Fairbanks, Alaska, and Fargo, North Dakota as the city with the toughest weather. Well, it keeps the sissies away anyway. But the last one is a real point of pride. Raider Red is the current mascot national champion. So I imagine that each of you could think of other indicators of the soundness of your investment. Suffice it to say, it's been growing since you were a freshman here, and it's up to us and for you to see to it that it continues. So now to the bottom of the ring, very easy here, double T's tied with a decorative band. On the inside, we find the name Balfour, the national company that's the ring maker. Dr. Dean mentioned the Balfour representative here tonight. Next is the inscription that is our motto from our alma mater song, Strive for Honor. That saying should always be close to you, so it's fitting it's on the inside of your ring, on your ring finger, with its blood vessel to the heart. And now we have a unique item, the inscription that you've chosen, and the sky's the limit here within the space available. Not only a personal note, this inscription is your identifier. If your ring is ever lost, the honest finder can return it to you by contacting the Alumni Association here at Texas Tech or the Balfour Company, who each keep a record of these inscriptions. And we've had several returned this way. So we've taken a geographical and historical tour of your ring. Hopefully it's even more meaningful to you now that you know about its symbols. When you think about it, your ring really encapsulates Texas Tech and will forever serve to remind you what being a Red Raider means. It's also, of course, a sign to others of your academic accomplishment and the pride that you have in your alma mater. It's just about time to put them on. Don't do it quite yet. Double T, remember, though, when you do this, it's going to face you, and you'll turn it around on the day of graduation. Dr. Dean?
Recipients to stand up and put your rings on. And now I'd like to invite everyone to stand, and a cappella, we're going to sing the Matador song. Congratulations, this is Tom Parker.
So